What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. Man, I haven't done a video in a long time. I haven't covered any of this stuff that happened, of course, over the weekend. And man, what a weekend it was. You know, Comic-Con always delivers a lot of information, a lot of news. And so we shouldn't be surprised that once again, Marvel stepped up to the plate and dropped a whole lot of information about its upcoming phases, telling you how phase 4, 5, and 6 are going to kind of play out. Hey, I don't have a problem with Marvel doing what they do, you know, in terms of putting the content out there. I just think right now phase 4 was just such a bust. Like, it's just such a poor effort that I felt they, you know, kind of said, okay, we're going to put an end to phase 4 and see if we can get forward in phase 5, change up the scenery a little bit, add some different characters, add some different films and movies and TV shows, and see what comes up. But so yeah, let's go ahead and check out everything Marvel announced at the San Diego Comic-Con that happened just this past weekend. So he says Kevin Feige returned to San Diego Comic-Con over the weekend and unveiled the studio's timeline all the way into 2025. In addition to revealing how phase 4 will end, fans were given quite a bit of information about what phase 5 will encompass and how phase 6 will begin. And so yeah, I kind of pulled that little picture up here. You can see this is phase 5 and this is where everything is at, you know, and it kind of shows you here. You got Quantum Mania coming in February of next year. Then of course we have Secret Invasion, the TV show. It goes on, talks about, we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We got Echo in the summer of next year. Then we'll have the Marvels, the Marvels. I don't know how you pronounce that, but we'll have them in July of 2023. Sometime in the summer, we're going to get Loki season 2. You know, Blade, Ironheart, Agatha, Daredevil, and Captain America New World Order. How does any of this fit in? How does any of this connect to each other? Are we building a story? Are we telling a story? What stories are we telling? You know, I don't know. I mean, it's just a hodgepodge, mishmash of cluster, you know what? Like, that's what this looks like. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. That's what it looks like now. Behind the scenes, in between the lines, there's probably great storytelling going on. I mean, like we saw in phase 4, right? Yeah, right. I don't know what to expect from Marvel at this point. I'm not going to be super negative on it because I'm just going to wait and see. You know, we're going to see what happens. But just looking at this lineup, I'm like, okay. I mean, you know, we'll see what it is. We'll see what it does. Guardians, I'm interested in. I can't wait to see Guardians. I like James Gunn. I like his storytelling style. I think he's a funny guy. I think his films are really, really well done. I really enjoyed The Peacemaker, so I'm looking forward to his next thing. And this appears to be it. So, cool. And I'm kind of interested in Blade because I want to see what Blade is. I want to see what they do with the character. I want to see if it's, you know, if they can pull off this PG-13 Blade, which I don't think they can, but I'm interested at least in seeing it. Daredevil, of course, I've been talking about the Daredevil series and how they really needed to go with that one as well. Seems like they're going to at least keep with the same tone. Born Again, they kind of did that in season 3 of Daredevil, so we'll see what happens. Captain America New World Order, I have no idea what this is going to be about. With Sam taking over as Captain America. I'm not a big fan of that storyline either. So there's just a lot of stuff in this, you know, whole grouping that I'm just kind of like, I mean, you know, I'll watch it, you know, but is it going to be, you know, equal to phases 1, 2, and 3 of the Infinity Saga? I don't think so. You know, like so far, phase 4 felt just like a jumbled mess. And phase 5 doesn't have anything that I'm looking forward to, especially. Now we get to phase 6, you know, obviously this is where they're saving the best for last, right? Because I've been telling them to do Fantastic Four. Said y'all should have did that like right out the box. Like as soon as you got control of those characters, we're making a Fantastic Four movie. Let's get it going. We can use the Fantastic Four to launch all of our other stuff, and that would have been more exciting than what they did in phase 4. And then of course you got Avengers, the Kang Dynasty. So I guess that's going to relate back to Loki and all the stuff that we saw there. And then Avengers Secret Wars. I'm guessing they're going to introduce the Beyonder at some point in this. Secret Wars was a great original comic book run. I remember reading that when I was a kid, enjoyed it a lot. I'm actually excited to see Secret Wars, Kang Dynasty, not so much because I'm not a big fan of the multiverse, but nevertheless, we'll see what happens. So other stuff that came out in Comic-Con, or maybe didn't come out in Comic-Con, which was kind of interesting. And this is on Variety. It says, with a 2023 slate hobbled by controversial stars, Warner Brothers and DC stick to titles in 2022 titles and a muted Comic-Con appearance. So I was kind of wondering, okay, how is DC going to approach Comic-Con? And they just completely ignored these two movies, which are coming out next year. You know, Marvel's got us talking about like 2025 and movies that aren't even in production yet, coming out 3 years from now. And these are movies that are almost pretty much in the can, shot, done, and they can't deliver anything on them because of these two cats right here. It's funny, but it's also kind of sad because they're making just such boneheaded decisions, like get rid of these guys. I know that there's probably some contractual stuff that I'm not considering or anything like that, but the fans, this was your opportunity to really get your fan base hyped up and excited, and nothing. You can read it right here, and it says here, for most of the 2010s, Warner Brothers cast a massive shadow at San Diego Comic-Con between its substantial presence on the showroom floor and a pull-out all-stops presentation in Hall H that could stretch well beyond 2 hours. The studio was second to none. Not even its main rival, Marvel Studios, and its ability to leverage the largest fan convention in North America to its advantage. This year, nah. They said basically we got 2 movies we're gonna show you, and that's it. And they talking about the Black Adam film that's coming out in October, and then Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Now, I watched both of those trailers, and I thought that both of those trailers were actually pretty good. Enjoyed Shazam, especially. I thought the second Black Adam trailer was good. So I think that these 2 particular films are going to do very, very well. I don't have any doubts about that. But this was your opportunity to really get off the snide with these 2 films right here, Aquaman and The Flash, because you really needed a strong showing for these 2 films, and it just didn't happen. This was your opportunity to drop major news, major information, and you know what happened? They said, we don't want to talk about this. If we don't talk about it, if we don't bring it up, nobody else gonna bring it up. Hey, here we got Black Adam. Hey, we got Shazam. What do you want to talk about Aquaman for, right? Yeah, DC's got to make some decisions real quick on these 2 characters. You know, like if you're not going to put them in. And the worst part about it is, man, as it says here, meanwhile, persistent internet rumors of an appearance by Man of Steel star Henry Cavill proved to be as unfounded as they seem. Like, if you really wanted to turn things around and say, hey, you know what, we got this Aquaman, we got this Flash, blah 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 blah, but guess what we also got? Oh yeah, Man of Steel. Like, I know they wanted to avoid the negativity, but if you got a Henry Cavill appearance, if they just said, you know what, Henry, come out to San Diego, drop in, make an appearance, hey, I'm still in the mix. Get the fans excited, you know, get the fans' hearts pumped up. Yes, Henry Cavill's back. He's going to be Superman. I can't wait. That would have been a smart move, and then you could kind of slide this information right here in, and everybody would have been like, oh yeah, that's right, they got Amber Heard and Ezra Miller stuff that they still trying to figure out. Okay, but Henry Cavill, whoa, you know, at least that would have been a good little distraction. And it's still, it's a feather in their cap because people in the DC fandom have been begging for this particular character, and I don't know what they're waiting on now. Maybe they're waiting for fandom, right? We just, you know, maybe they're waiting for DC fandom to bring them out, to actually show, hey, Henry Cavill's back, and maybe that's going to be the big news there. I doubt it, but nevertheless, maybe that's what they're waiting on, you know, so that way they could drop some news during fandom if they're having one. But yeah, you know, it talks about Dwayne Johnson coming in costume as Black Adam. You know, people are kind of iffy on The Rock as Black Adam. I've been hearing some rumblings from people saying, I don't know if he's going to pull this character off. He just seems like he's playing The Rock, you know, and to their credit, like, he kind of always plays The Rock, but The Rock is such a fun person. You know, that persona is such an interesting and fun person. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out. I'm really interested. Folks, what did you think about the Comic-Con announcement for the 2 major comic book companies, studios, Marvel and DC? Are you excited? Are you pumped up for phase 5 and phase 6? Are you pumped up for the stuff that DC announced? Really just 2 films. Are you excited about that stuff? I'm going to be going down to Anime Matsuri this weekend, hanging out with my kids, you know, just doing our thing. And so I'm looking forward to that. And we're going to see how that goes. We're going to see if there's anything going down in the anime world. But it's more just a family trip, just to kind of kick it with the kids, enjoy, you know, some time with them, and have a good time. But we'll be back. Don't worry. We got a lot to talk about. Me and T are going to get to a movies with the homies eventually, and we're going to go through all of this stuff with a fine-tooth comb so you can hear our opinions on what we think about everything that's going on right now. So much to discuss. All right, folks, thanks for watching. See you next time.